Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with another Canva balloon mockup tutorial, but this time I'm going to show you how to do it absolutely free. I'm going to show you how to remove the background for free. I'm going to show you how to make these balloons free. I'm going to show you how to put in florals for free, furniture, everything that you might need. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button and even subscribe. It lets me know that you like content like this and helps me to keep creating more. First thing you'll need to do is go to canva.com and set up a free account. Like I said, this is completely free. Then you're going to need to choose your workspace. For most mockups, I use the poster workspace. So you'll search for poster and click it to create. Next, we're going to start with our balloons. Go to the Elements tab and click and search for frame. Frames are just what they sound like. It allows you to put a picture of something inside the shape that they provide. So for balloons, we're going to look for a circle frame. Then we're going to put a picture of our real balloons inside this frame to make the exact color we're looking for. Add your balloon frame to your poster board and just size it however you'd like. I'm going to use 3 colors, so I'm going to have 3 circle frames, 1 for each color. Now it's time to find the exact balloon color that you want. So go online, look for the specific balloon brand and color you're going to be using, and you want to copy the image and then paste it onto your poster board. Once your balloon is pasted onto the board, you want to drop it inside of the frame. So you're just taking it and literally moving it over into that frame. The frame may be larger than the balloon photo that you have, and you'll have that negative space. You see that white space? You don't want that. So you want to expand the size of the balloon by pulling on the corner until it fits perfectly into the circle so there's no negative white space. All right, you'll see me do it again with this blue. And there you have your 3 color balloons. If you're finding this video helpful so far, let me know by hitting that like button. Now that we have our balloons, it's time to start building our clusters. So we'll do this exactly how you build clusters in real life. Typically, when I'm doing a mock-up, I'll just use 3 balloons to make a cluster, but I figured it would be better to try and add a little bit more just to fill it out and do some more diversity in the sizes. So I'm taking my balloons, copying and pasting each one so that I have multiple versions, and just using my mouse to put them together into this digital cluster, so to speak, and just really using my eye to determine what I think looks good and what doesn't. I mean, does this balloon cluster look like how I would want it to look like in real life? You know, or is one too big, too small? So I'm just sizing it around, just trying to figure out like what looks best. And that's exactly what you're going to do. And you can even make the clusters look exactly like your style of balloon clusters. Don't feel like you have to do it like me. Do it however you think looks best. So Canva has a background removal feature for their paid subscription plan, but I'm going to show you how to remove any background from any image for free. So just Google free background remover. Like, it's that simple. And there's several websites and you can use any one that you like. First, you're going to take your image and save it to your computer first, okay? And then you're going to upload it to the site. I'm using these marquee numbers. As you see, they have that brown background, and you just hit remove background, and it's that simple. You see that grid? That means that the background is transparent, and just give it a little thumbs up, right? And then you're going to download your new PNG image, or you can copy and paste it and add it to your poster in Canva. I'm going to do the same for this 8. As you see, there's no background. It's completely transparent. And now we can start building our design. Before I get into the final design, I just wanted to show you really quickly how to do a simple garland, how you put the clusters together in Canva. So essentially I'm taking those clusters that we built before and I'm just stacking them on top of each other in a way that I feel like looks good. If you'd like to see this in more detail, check out my other video here in which I show you how I made the clusters a little bit more slowly, as well as how to make those mini chain clusters, which are really cute. So to make your 5-inch fillers, your 5-inch quad fillers, you're really just going to take 3 balloons and size them down so they're smaller and look just like the filler balloons. Again, take 3, size them down together and pop them in where you think it looks best. To make multiple 5-inch quads, you'll just duplicate the set of 3, just like that. So you hit the duplicate button and you can make as many as you need to without having to do them individually. And just to mention, to keep the balloons together in a group of 3, you'll hit that group button, okay, that you just saw. So, and if you want to separate them again, you'll hit the ungroup button, and then that will make them separated. But I like to keep them grouped together. That way you can move them a lot easier. And to make the visual look more realistic, you can layer balloons and items so that some are tucked behind others and things like that. So what you want to do is you want to right click, hit layer, and then you can bring different balloons forward or push some backwards so that they fit in just right and everything doesn't look right on top of each other. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let me get into my final design. I wanted to add some extras to show you how the background remover works really well. So I added this little partial shimmer wall, which I removed the background just the way I showed you with the numbers, and just kind of like thinking about where it would go. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the marquee numbers to the left of the shimmer wall and maybe add some more elements a little bit down the way. And as you can see, I'm using the technique of layering. I'm using the technique of adding the 5-inch quad fillers to make it look good. I'm adjusting the sizes of the balloons as I go along. And you know, just going with the flow of whatever I think looks good. So that's when I decided to add in a chair too. This bright pink chair. Copied and pasted that chair off the internet and removed the background like we discussed. But the room, there is no room. It's just a white background. So I wanted to add a room, and thankfully, Canva has a ton of free rooms that you can use and make it as your background. Search for room background in the photo section and add it to your poster. Then right click and hit set as background. I wanted to add a shimmer wall. This is also something that you can add for free right within Canva. Just search for arch in the search bar, pick one that you like, and size it so that it looks the way you want it to look. And of course, you can just easily change the color background by going to the color box in the upper left corner. You can easily move elements around so that they're arranged correctly. You can also use the layer technique to bring things forward and send items back. So I'm just changing the color of my shimmer wall. And I wanted to add in an open arch. This is a picture I got from the internet. I removed the background using the Canva service this time, but you can absolutely use the free background remover from the website that we talked about. And then it just started looking like too much pink. So I was thinking, let me get a different color chair. I tried a blue chair and I'm just trying to see which one looks best. And I did ultimately end up going with the blue chair. And Canva has these filters that you can put on your items to kind of change the color a little bit. So as you'll see, I did add a filter to make the blue match the blue of the balloons a little bit better. There's the filter. I tried adding these orbs in just to kind of show you also how to do some more background remover with balloons, but I didn't like the way that they looked. So I'm showing you how to do it, but I changed them out for these florals. And you can find a ton of free flowers within the Canva app. Some of them do have backgrounds, so you might need to remove the background to make it look better. That's what I did with these blue and purple flowers. But the red ones, or the pink ones rather, didn't have a background and they were completely free. So I'm just kind of arranging them on my arch, how it would look if I did a floral arrangement, and I'm really loving the way it's coming together. And that about wraps it up for this tutorial. I hope this was helpful for you. I would love if you leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts and tell me what other Canva tutorials you would like to see next.